hopefully will work properly. I apologize for that. And of course, once again, it is me, Quita, aka Blasian Quita. Welcome back to Sin TV Live. And of course, as you know, Sin stands for Smart Intelligent News, don't you know? No. No, so today we're going to be playing a game that actually works called Dragon Quest, and this is a game that's actually being played due to special requests. Somebody, I forgot now, I apologize, they wanted for me to play Dragon Quest, and I figured, I said, you know what the heck, let's play this game. I want to see why this game is so overly hyped and why everybody puts this game on such a high pedestal. I wonder. And of course, today's hot topic is a topic that I've been waiting to talk about for quite some time, and that is why I love submissive men, because I love them, and it's always fun and it's always a good time. But before we get into actual gameplay here, let's talk briefly about what Dragon Nest is. Not Dragon Quest, pardon me, Dragon Nest. So this is by special request. Dragon Nest is a free-to-play fantasy MMORPG developed by Identity. It uses a non-targeting combat system, assuring that the players will have complete control, and that is very true. You do have control of your character and the targets and everything. So it's more of like a free-form type format. So this is not your strategy turn-based type game, which I really like. And what's also cool about Dragon Nest as it requires users to advance their characters by teaming up in dungeons. So this is a game that you really have to be collaborative. And I did watch a review about this game, which I'll have below, like I can talk today, right? Posted below this video from MMO Grinder. Very interesting perspective on the game itself. So here's the gameplay. Okay, so you have combat in player versus enemy, and in Dragon Nest you fight group of monsters using skills and attacks received by class trainers throughout the game. So the monsters, they drop money, boxes, collectible materials, weapons, or equipment that can be used by the player, sold, traded, or thrown away, which is kind of cool if you think about it. And then on top of that too is that Dragon Nest incorporates that. Once again, the key thing about this is it's a free-form, non-targeting type gameplay. So it gives you that fast type of experience, not like how you would get in like Dungeon Fighter Online, but it's very quick pace. Okay, it's not like Dungeon Fighter where it's like no, it's like no. So it's like really intense, which is cool. And the storyline too is very dark for a game that has this fluffy kind of format. Wow. And chat is really hilarious. I mean, we got people in here asking, will you marry me? I mean, this is crazy. And you also have your mode of PvE and PvP, which I'm not really into. I'm more of a player versus environment type thing. When I do PvP, it's always some jerk off that's at a lower level than me, which is really, it's super annoying. So here's the storyline. The goddess Altha, the creator of the land of Alteria, and it's Venetaria, hopefully I'm saying that right, in the North American version, and Langadia in the SEA version, is poisoned by her evil sister it's like Venestale. Like, these names are crazy. The poison can only be cured by an antidote made by the source of the poison itself, which is Vencento's magic grail, which has disappeared somewhere in Alteria. There we go. The players, as heroes of Alteria, must comb the land fighting evil dragons in order to find power stones that enable them to communicate with the sleeping goddess in order to find the grail and save the world. Let's go do that. So that's pretty much what Dragon Quest is. And yeah, I mean, the graphics seem great. I mean, they really do seem nice and fluid. And yeah, it looks really great. I am very impressed. So the only thing I don't like, and this is a common trait in these games now, is that if you, like, my mouse pad is the type with it's like a gel mouse pad, so I don't have a lot of room. You will need like one of those, like for example the Razer Firefly, which I would not pay $60 for a mouse pad. That is absurd. But you need a bigger gaming mouse pad for this type of game because you are going to be moving around a lot. So you use WASD to move your character here, and my character is looking fine. Like look how fine this girl looks. Okay, let me get close here so you can see her. Wow, and the graphics are atrocious. Do you see that? Look, I can't even see my own character's face. And that was one thing that MMO Grinder 2 was kind of mentioning, was the character quality is not the best. And then the other thing I don't like too is you really don't have a mouse in this game. It's like you have to go up to the character and talk to them. Alright, so then the mouse appears when you're talking to the NPC, which it's just, oh my gosh. Alright, so Chasing the Stars, that's in progress. Yes, tea is horrible. You're a horrible guest. No, I'm kidding. Tea is great. I'm actually drinking some Pampa tea, which is absolutely delicious. Yeah, I drink tea before I go to bed. I also game before I go to bed as well. So the story, and there's really funny things too in here. I like this. He sniffs miserably. Like, really? Alright, let's check this out here. Okay. And then you have decisions too. So like, okay, I'll help you find your granddaughter because I'm not going to be a biatch. I'm going to be a nice person. And you know, she lost her family too. So that sucks, you know. And if you see these in the red, of course, very important. Okay. So if you are in doubt, you want to hit the H key. And then bringing up the H key, you can see the controls, which is cool. And then control will bring up the mouser. Okay, that's good.
Be careful.
So this explains what your controls do. These are your keys for combat, which is very important. So I do like it when games do that. The other thing I like too is if you look on the lower right, almost mid right side, there is a guide that shows you how the heck to get around. Because I tell you, it's really annoying when you are playing a game and you don't know where the heck you are. Like, that's how I felt when I was playing Ragnarok 1. I was just like, what? Okay, so let's join a party here. Okay. And we have 2 of 4. And see, people are jerks. Like, that jerk just ran away. So we're going to create a party. And we're going to create. Okay. So we're going to leave because this person wanted to be a jerk and did not want to party up with me. Because this is a type of game that you really cannot do this sometimes on your own, especially when you have tough bosses. So let's take a look here to see. Okay, so these are all trainers. And see, the interesting thing too with this, with Dragon's Nest, or Dragon Nest, is your map is below. So it's, I was thinking it was up here. It's actually down here. And that is really, really interesting. So, not a lot of players though. I mean, this was a game that people put on such a high pedestal for me. You know, I am not seeing a lot of people in this area, which is kind of sad. It's really, really sad. So let's go around here. Let's see here. And she is a dancer too. So let's see, join party. Okay, so we'll join this party. So we got 4 out of 4. Okay. Okay, so here's the annoying thing about this game too. All party members have to be here, so you all have to enter together, which is just absolutely atrocious. Come on, guys, let's go. Jeez. Okay, so we're all here. Let's go, people. See, this is why I hate these games sometimes with some of these teeny boppers. You know, and yeah, they can be some grown folks. Like, look, we have someone that says what, and I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna be like, are we all ready to go? How did you get in our party?
Certainly. Nuh-uh.
Now this person wants to be a jerk. Now, you know, that's the thing I don't like sometimes about MMOs, is like, this is supposed to be a fun game. Now, you know, if you don't want me to join your party, that's the purpose of this game. So, let's do this. I mean, do you see how jerky people are in this game? Like, it makes me not want to play this game. Like, this is absurd. Okay. So, oh, I'm going the wrong way here. Let's go down. Nope. Okay, I gotta go this way. Okay, so this is a Shadow Forest path. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna enter at normal. Okay. So there's the guy we need to find. So let's talk to him.
Rose. Where is Rose?
I like that. Halt! Who goes there? And see, the person in the picture too, that I thought that was interesting. But okay, let's talk about the topic at hand while we're doing all this conversation here. Is why I like submissive men. Okay, so
I'm not going back until I find Rose.
see, and he doesn't want to go back because he's a complete tool. Okay, so let's keep going here. But I'm not talking, you know, about men that are, you know, pea-brain or they don't know how to make their own decisions. I like guys that are comfortable with taking on things that are normally attributed to being feminine, and guys who are open to trying new things. Because here's the interesting thing that I found through the research that I did in regards to submissive men, and I found this very, very, very interesting, is that anytime you do look up submissive men, okay, roasted clam, that's always good, and a mana herb, excellent. You do get a lot of swag, so no complaints there. Yeah, but one thing I did notice is that there is a lot of articles on submissive men, but it's coming from like the BDSM community or that. And I don't think to be submissive per se is to be like, you know, you give up everything, which is kind of ridiculous to me if you ask me personally. So most of the stuff, it was very like, it was based on, you know, sexual things like that type of stuff, which I don't think is really, you know, always has to be the key of everything. I mean, it's important in any relationship, of course, you know, and you can destroy these barrels, I would assume. There we go. Sweet. And you also get points for destroying things, which is always a good thing. So let's continue our journey here with Melura. The game is starting to get a little bit better to me, but I hate this stupid moving camera angle. That's the thing that's kind of annoying to me. So let's clear out these enemies here. Okay, and we're gonna try one of these attacks here. Let's see, come on. Yeah, there we go. Like Uncle and Jackie Chan. One more thing, hiya! No. Yeah, I would love to do voice acting sometime. I think that would be really fun. This is the ugliest mofo I've ever seen in my life. Yes, going. Yeah, but it's just kind of... And I notice here these enemies are really easy. Easier than what I thought. And combos are really important here. But yeah, I just found that... And the music changes too, which is always a good thing. But no, this is what I kind of found to be really interesting too about submissive, like men, is that there's always this idea that submissive men are super weak and stuff, and that's not the case. I don't see anything wrong with, being comfortable with, if your significant other comes home and, things switch around. I think it's a good thing. I think men need to be more versatile when it comes to taking care of children. It's not just a woman thing. You're a father, and when you're a father, that is a responsibility. And I know there are many men out there, who did take on feminine or things that would be labeled feminine. But here's the interesting thing. These days, there's no such thing that's masculine or feminine anymore because everything is so neutral now. And I'm really glad that things are changing that way. I am so sick and tired. And here's the thing, too, that I find kind of interesting about this topic. And I found an article, too, and we'll talk about that too. So this is 1-0 mofo. Woo! That's an ugly boss right there. That's a boss. Man, let's get this. Alright, so that's not working. Okay. Woo! Child. Who is that? Interesting. For now, I'm protected. But not really. Oh, so you say it's not worth the fight, but then you still bring enemies to me. Typical villain right there. Okay. Let's get those combos, people. Yes! This is how you get combos, and the more combos you get, that's the more useful you are. Okay, let's go over here. Hit up. Cause I gotta get my coins. Whoa! This boss is nasty. Okay. Oh. There we go. That's what I needed. Come on. See, I hate these bosses. They're just so ratchet. Oh, and he's got good defense, though. No lie. Like, he has really good defense. Wow. Boom. That's how it's done. Right there. And I'm collecting everything up in this. Alright. Oh, B. Not surprised. B's alright. Okay. Let's choose one. Alright, so I got a crude natural gem. Not too bad. Alright, so that was an interesting battle, to say the least. I mean, the game is okay. I mean, I'm not in love with it, but I'm not, like, head over heels for it. I don't see what the big deal is. I really don't. Okay, so... Okay, so F1. Okay, so we repaired our weapons there. And that's important. Hey, viewer, how are you? How you doing? Just playing some Dragon's Nest. Thank you for stopping. I really appreciate it. And chat room's open, people. Like, you can look at me all day long, but let's talk. Coffee talk, okay? So let's see what this soul has to say. I'm curious to see what this girl has to say.
The prophet has been moved.
Huh, she can feel it. That's good to know. Huh. So that must be the people who attacked our village, which is kind of ridiculous if you ask me, you know. And people are so rude in this game too. Like, I joined your party so that we could all play together and have fun. And they're like, why did you join our party? Really? And then kicked me out too. That's sad. Okay,
you must
so
keep the pact.
we have to go back to Ironwood Village. But no, submissive men are cool, man. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. You know, I don't see anything wrong with a guy that feels comfortable with taking on different roles. That's exactly what I mean too. Whether it's, you know, even in the bedroom too. I mean, nothing wrong with that. So let's go back to town. Nothing wrong with a guy that's comfortable, you know, with letting the woman lead for once, or, you know, I don't discriminate here, guys too, you know. I just don't see why people are so adamant on these, you know, this is masculine, this is feminine. It's just really annoying to me, you know, because for me, I didn't grow up that way. You know, I learned what was in my car. You know, I'm always learning, I'm always growing, and I don't just make things a masculine or feminine way, you know, and if I have children someday, you know, guess what? I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make sure that they are aware, you know? Okay, so let's talk to Mr. Elder here. I like that. That's hilarious. All right. We have Chasing Stars here. Okay, let's do that one. I mean, graphically, if you're looking for a game that's, I would say, graphically not as intense, I'm running at 60 frames a minute according to this, which is crazy because the graphics don't look that way. They don't look that way at all. I thought it was a lot, you know, lower than that, which is crazy. So we got a reward. Yay! We got level 3. That is insane. That's really, really crazy. So here's the first article that I found in regards to our topic of today, or our post. Now, I went on Reddit's Ask Women, and I saw this. It says, what do girls think about submissive guys? And this is what I found really interesting. It was quite a mix, actually. There were some women on the forums on this Ask Women on Reddit that were very like, hey, I prefer like submissive guys. And it wasn't due to the fact of submissive, once again, being like a pushover. It was more of submissive in the way of letting her take control sometimes, because for some reason, depending on what society you live in, but I know one thing in America is some women are still being taught that, you know, you're supposed to stay in the kitchen and be feminine and all this type of stuff, you know. And I think that feminism is something that is subjective, but it's also interpersonal, because every woman has a different journey of what it means to be feminine in the first place. Like for me, you know, being feminine is allowing myself to be strong with my opinions. That is something that still I would say still derive to being masculine. And throughout this Ask Women, there were also women saying that they don't like submissive guys because they felt that the relationship would be one-sided. But when you really think about it, a relationship is based on 50-50 communication. Like, you gotta meet right in the middle, and you have to be honest about what you stand for. Sometimes I like to call this your relationship platform. Like, when the both of you come together, what is the platform that you will have, you know, both people as partners to each other, to make sure that there's proper continuity in a relationship. And that's the reason why sometimes a lot of women do like submissive guys, is due to that. It's not submissive, once again, from being like someone who just quits and doesn't want to do anything. That's called being lazy. But guys who will say, you know what, yeah, let's try your way today, and then tomorrow we try his way. You know, I tend to not like, hey, what's up, viewer, how you doing? I tend to not like super dominant guys, because I'm someone I'm very boisterous, and I'm kind of dominant myself. So I like to be with someone that's a little bit more, just a little bit more laid back and contemporary, because then it kind of balances my crazy personality out, which is kind of true. So let's continue here with this dialogue with Elder Harrow. So let's go back to Captain Steve, this jerk who is like, I'm not leaving until I find Rose. And let's see, for once in this dragon nest community, if we could find somebody to party, like to actually have a party, would be really great. Alright, so let's give a gift, but, we don't have a gift, so let's talk to him. Jeez.
Yeah.
He seems kind of stressed out. Alright, let's go to the stupid quest. Let's do that. No kidding. Alright, so laid out path. And he just doesn't look like he's like, I just don't want to be here right now. Like, he just looks like that, which is absolutely hilarious. Okay, so we have to find a red quest so he can go into the catacombs. If you see me looking this way, it's not that I'm ignoring you. It's just I'm also paying attention to chat as well, because I care about everybody. So, ancient temple ruins. Let's check this out. Follow the arrow. Okay, so let's try this again. Join party. Alright, so this is Friend Blade's party. We're gonna join party again. Let's try this. Alright, so we have one person here. Let's see. We'll see if they'll join our party here. Okay. Haha! The person left. What a jerk. These people are such jerks. Let's see here. People are really jerky in this community. That's one thing I'm learning really quick. So you know what? Forget them. We're gonna do it on our own because we're bosses. See, there's pros and cons to the MMO community. I always tell people this. A pro is definitely, you know, you get to take a break from your real life, because sometimes my real life can be extremely stressful, especially with the job that I do. I deal with angry people like sometimes all day, sometimes half of my day. So it's just kind of relaxing to not have to think about people being basic when I can play a game and put myself into a different character and enjoy it. I mean, that's the most important. So we're going back to these ancient temple ruins, dang it. Yes. Alright. Oh, we got bats up in here. Oh, these things are not cute. Alright, let's go. Come on. We got these bummers here. There we go. And I hate this thing. This warrior, I am getting him out immediately. Come here, you fool. You want to do defense? I'll give you defense. There we go. Gave him that finishing blow. Now, the other thing I don't like about this Dragon Nest game, too, is I'm thinking the moves are going to be a lot stronger, right? But what I'm noticing is that the moves are very repetitive in the beginning. Some people said that, like, until you get to like level 20 from the research I did about the game, because I like to do research on the game that I'm playing. But see, so far my top contender right now is Dungeon Fighter Online. I am really liking this game. Like, Dungeon Fighter is it's a classy game. Like, it's really, you know, it's just really like old school, and I like games like that, like Golden Axe and stuff like that, you know. But the controls are awkward, man. It's like everything you do, you know, you have WASD, which is common, of course, in MMOs, but then you have this, like, you gotta use F. I think a suggestion to them is they should have just made this automatic, like in Dungeon Fighter. Pardon me, with coins. With Dungeon Fighter and coins, like, if they did it that way, it would be a lot easier, you know, for them. So, let's see. This is a laid out path. And I just noticed that people are not nice in this game. I may not play this again, to be honest with you. Because this is a game based on party. Like, you can beat it yourself, per se. But, like, once you get to, like, level 20, and you're starting to get more and more enemies and bosses and stuff, this is the type of game you really have to be co-op with. You cannot just ride it solo all the time. So, and there's another game too I really am looking forward to playing for you guys, but it's a game that's actually, it's on a European server. So what I did, just to, you know, be professional, was I actually contacted the company, the developer of this game, and I ended up sending them a message to see if it would be okay for me to play the European server version of the game, because that's the thing I'm going to start doing too, is if there's a game that has an American server, of course I'll play it, but if I'm allowed to play the European server version, which would be cool, then you guys would be able to see the cultural differences, and that's what I really want to focus this channel on, is there is a huge difference when you're in an American server versus a server in another, in like a different country. I mean, it's a huge difference. It really, really makes a huge difference. Alright, let's get these turds. And I am getting these combos like you would not believe. Multiple combos. No. I am not gonna be singing like that, no. You guys, I don't blame you guys for not wanting to check me out. Because you're probably like, this girl is super ratchet. Just like now, this is super, super ratchet. Like, come on. I mean, it shouldn't even take this long to kill a goblin. Like, seriously, come on. Jeez Louise. This game is like making me angry. Okay, there we go. I do like the dancer though. I think it's cool that she fights with her fans and crap. Let's get these other two turds here looking like gremlins, which they are. Yes. All right, that was fun. Okay, so here is another thing that I noticed too from the Ask Women article, is the fact that some of the women too, I felt like they kind of, well, some, not all of them, they were very confident, but then there's also this kind of conundrum that happens to women too, where it's just like, you know, you gotta have self-esteem. Self-esteem is, I tell you, it's so important. Like, if you don't have confidence for yourself, that is how people treat you. People treat you based on a couple of things. This is just my personal opinion on the subject here. The first thing people judge you by is your appearance. You know, the second thing people judge you by is by your actions. So your personality and how you see the, you know, how you view things, not necessarily how you see the world, because everybody sees the world differently. Now, in a real world, we would think that people, you know, like, look what I look like. Oh, that is ugly. Like, look what I'm going through right now. Like, this enemy should be something that I should not have to fight by myself. You know, not to be whiny like that, but it's annoying, you know? It's very annoying, and it makes me... Whoa! That is not cute. Oh, I am just not having a good time today. And see, I like the games, too, where you are able to regain your strength, you know. Alright, so, whoa, okay, I don't think I'm gonna make it. I don't think I'm gonna make it, guys. Yeah, I can feel my heartbeat, and it's not in a good way. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm totally... There we go. I got a die in shadow. Okay, so we'll press the R key. I'm gonna get this guy. He makes me so mad. Whoa! I didn't know he was capable of doing that. Alright, Alright, let's go. I should start using some of my special attacks here.
Away you go.
Man, he is getting me really good. And I hate this kind of regenerate type of mode too. And he killed me again. Boom. That makes me happy. And I deserve this one because don't you hate that when you play a game and it's just so depressing? Oh, I hate that. Oh, I totally had a horrible bummer. Alright. So I picked that one. Let's see what I got. I got crude amber oil. That's cool. Ore, pardon me. Alright, so I'm proud of myself that I died a couple times, but that's okay. That, you know, sometimes I think we take gaming so seriously that... Okay, so we got earrings, so I'll have to equip that. Let me get that necklace too. Alright, let's equip that too. So P is for my character. That is so sweet, man. You can mount things too, and you have a mercenary, and... Alright, cool. You can target... Oh, so you can toggle between... Oh, that's really sweet. That's really cool. Alright, let's go to my, Seemed like my friend there...
This was once a glorious place.
And those pictures, the artwork is beautiful. Wow, she's like really doing the shimmy here. Oh, right. Huh, she was having one of her dizzy spells. Okay, so now the next article I'd like to share with you guys as I'm like taking a break from the carpal tunnel that's happening to my hand while I'm playing here is this is a great website. If you've not checked out this site, it's called funkybrownchick.com. And what it is, it's a site where Tawana H. Hines, she's an award-winning sex educator, and as a woman of color, we need more women like this. And of course, they're out there, but I just always love sharing like strong women of color and men of color as well, and just people across the board, regardless of ways that are strong, because it's a journey to be strong. I do not believe in people that are just like, oh, I'm strong. No, we all go through a progression of our ups and downs, and that is the journey of life, to be honest. So she did this article called How to Love a Submissive Man, and she explained the same thing that I'm explaining now, is that being a submissive man does not mean it from a sexual sense, which is cool. But it also means that it's a guy who, you know, he's a leader at work, but then he's able to tone that down. And I think that some men, as well women too, let's be fair and balanced here, some of us have this problem where we can't tone down the dominant side of ourselves when we're in a relationship, because I think sometimes well, most importantly, it's good to be yourself. But at the same time, it's also good to be someone who is an active listener and someone is understanding to their partner. And sometimes being submissive like that is being understanding to your partner. Now, once again, my definition of submissive does not mean that you act dumb or you act stupid or you're a stereotypical woman or man. No. It's more of relating to your partner or relating to other people and their experiences. Because I've had to learn that as someone who has a dominating type of personality and have tons of energy and I'm like just crazy sometimes. Sometimes I've had to learn that I have to step down a couple of notches to let other people have their moments as well. And I truly believe that when you give people who deserve their shine, you give them their shine, you'll get your shine in return. And God is wonderful like that. That's just me. I'm Christian, of course, for those of you who are not new. But I'm not one of these judgmental Christian people. I'm not one of these people where I'm just like, oh, you're all going to hell. Like, no, that's not me. I truly believe in loving everybody and accepting everybody for who they are. But yeah, this game so far, I'm not really feeling it. Like, I thought I was really gonna feel it, but
Go find the
we'll
totem.
go back to, iron whatever place. There we go. But yeah, she mentioned that too. Tawana, I think it was her name in this article. Yeah, Tawana, yeah, Tawana. She mentioned that too, that she liked guys that, she just likes strong guys. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I like guys that are strong, but I like guys that are able to balance that out, and be able to have that submissive side. Pardon me for drinking so much tea, but my throat is getting better. I get seasonal allergies. Many of you can relate to that. It's super annoying. Okay, so let's close that out, and we have more people here, finally. My gosh, but they seem to be on their own thing, which is kind of sad if you think about it. Yeah, so I would say overall, the graphics of the game are fun, but I don't think this is a game that is designed to... I don't know. I think the community, like in MMORPGs, I have to say this. The game's overall success too is based on the community. If you have a horrible community, oh, you can hit Q to talk too. That's interesting. Okay, so let's meditate. Let's see here. Ah, so you can connect to the spirits. That's cool. Learn skills. Okay, so this is how you learn the skill. Okay. Okay, so this is interesting, trying to learn this. Okay. Oh, okay, so right-clicking on the skill allows you to view the skill. You can close that. So you click to learn the new skill. That is cool. And then you just hit apply, and you hit learn, and now you have something new here, which is awesome. That is so awesome. Okay, and we'll save that. Oh, you can build skill trees. That's interesting. Okay. Apparently it's someone's birthday. That's cool. Okay, so we have a new skill now. Alright, let's see here if this is true. Okay, so we can close that. Okay. Oh, so I still have to talk to him. Oh, let's get that quest going. Sorry if I'm not sounding too exciting here, but, this is an interesting character. Oh! So you could dodge enemy attacks by tapping the direction key while holding shift. This is too many controls. I'm sorry, that's ridiculous. See, this is the reason why I like games by R2 Games and stuff, like the browser-based games sometimes, like Blade Hunter. Because it's easy. It's like, boom, you're done, But this game, they're like, you gotta flip upside down and all of that. So, ooh, you get slippers and all that, which I already have, so. Cool. Alright, so we have to ask. Oh, and I can learn a new skill. Sweet. Alright, awesome. And we unlocked a whole bunch of dungeons, which is always good. And let's hit N, because we have an achievement. Okay, clear ancient temple ruins, die in any dungeon, and repair your items, which is always good. Alright, let's go to General. Okay, I visited Gale Woods. Okay, cool. And if you look below here too, hitting different letters gives you what you need here. So I got some skill points, so let's put that towards what we need to do. And we'll click to learn that new skill. Let's apply and increase the levels of these skills here. And then we'll hit save. Oh no, pardon me here. And then let's go back here. Okay. And let's go to K. Okay. Alright, so we did do... Yeah, we did that. Okay, let's go to I. And then I is your inventory. So this is where you can fill up all these slots here with your potions. So definitely going to be using that in 6. And then you just place it there and you're good. And then you can actually right click to equip those earrings. And then I am going to equip the necklace, which is important. And then, let's see here. Okay, so we got the slippers. And then we'll do that. Because those are beginner stuff. Alright. And then this is a hand-off box. Interesting. Okay, so now we gotta go back and talk to Harrow. Alright, so what am I feeling from this game so far? I have to say, this game is really boring. I like Dungeon Fighter Online a lot better. This game is not really exciting me the way that I thought it was going to. And people make such a big deal out of this game. Like every MMO website that I've been on so far, it's on like the most rated games and stuff. Which is really surprising to me that people are making such a big deal, you know, out of this game. So, okay. And we got that. So that quest is in progress. So, excellent. So let's talk to you. Okay, so we did do that. Okay. And then we have to save his granddaughter, which is typical. But yeah, so in the FunkyBrownChick.com article, you know, when she mentions that it's okay, it is okay. Okay, for women of color, yes, we do get stereotyped, but people of color in general, some of us, particularly black and African people, we get stereotyped for having that dominant personality or super submissive personality. And for some reason, sometimes in our society still, people have a problem with women that are assertive. I'm here today to tell every woman, whether you're a lady streamer or whatever you may do in your life, always be proud of what you do and never let anyone bring you down. Because I let so many people, like, especially with gaming and stuff like that, so many people, oh my gosh, it was horrible. You know, I allowed so many people to bring me down, which is horrible. And I never, ever want any of you ladies out there, especially I noticed this, you know, on Twitch, so many girls come on and they're really talented and brilliant, but then what ends up happening is they, you know, they listen to other people, and it's like, no, don't ever listen to the people that support what you do. And that's what I kind of learned so far, you know, from being on Reddit too, is that you know, most of the people. Okay, let's try this. Let's see if they'll be nice to join. Okay, cool. Okay, so all party members have to be here. Alright, we're here. Come on, guys. Let's do this. Alright, let me say hello to them.
Hi.
Oh, that's cool. So if you use a hello command, it makes your character to say hello, which is kind of cool. Now the chat is kind of acidic, which I do agree with MMO Grinder on this one. Yeah, and I'm already to level 5, so leveling up so far has been pretty easy. I'm sure if you
Hello.
play up to like level 20, it would become more, I would say more abrasive. Oh, pardon me. I am so sorry. I've been yelling. I've been yawning in most of my things because I've been playing like late night. So, okay. Are we ready to go? Let me say that. Let's see here. Ah, let's see. Unread mail. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Everyone's been talking about me. Well, that's so normal. And if you hit enter, you can also use your mouse too. And we do have rewards, so let's receive them all. So we got an adventure pack. Okay, so we're receiving all of the items. We got special storage, nothing wrong with that. Okay, and then they also do scroll like tips on the bottom too. But yeah, I'm just noticing the community is not nice in this game. So I prefer to play games where the community is more active. But it seems to me that this community is not ready to go. And that's kind of sad though. All right. Okay, so apparently we have to wait for all people. They seem kind of cool people, but they're just kind of standing there. Like, I'm ready to rock, man. Let's go. Alright, Lansing. Kind of walking around him like, let's go. She's ready to go, but he is just atrocious. Alright. Let's see if I got any more. Okay, I used the wave gesture, which is good. So I got another achievement for that. Okay, well, it seems to me... Let's hit F11. Okay, so this is the cash shop. And yeah, that's so atrocious. No, thank you. And see, here's the thing that sucks. Everybody has to be ready. When everybody... Like, this... Yeah, I mean, she's waiting too. I mean, we're all, like, I'm ready to go, and... Oh, these people. It's crazy. It's like I'm part of your guild, and it's like, come on. This is ridiculous. Oh, man. Oh, I think we got everybody here. And he left. Really, bro? Oh gosh, help me. I like how they're just standing there. So, seems to me they don't want to play. Yeah, let's go. Now he's ready, I think.
Hi.
Oh, well, he's nice. Oh.
Hi.
All right. I think we have a party. Heck yes. Finally. My gosh, this is so annoying. So you're going to see how it's like to actually play in a party mode. Oh, I see. Because he wanted for me to like him back. Alright, so let's rock and roll, people. Okay. Are we ready to go, people? Are we serious? Okay. Okay, apparently they want to go this way. We'll see. And everything kind of goes automatic, which is kind of interesting. So let's go
Rose.
talk to him.
Where is Rose?
Says this place is dangerous. Okay.
I'm not going back until I find Rose.
All right, let's do this, people. Wow, they're already ahead, like true a-holes. Okay, so this is how the party mode works. Everybody has to be at that party. If not, you'll see that message right there. And that can be extremely annoying, especially when you have people who are just being a-holes like these two players are, to kind of like delay you from trying. So, man, they cleaned house. Alright, let's keep rocking and rolling here. And there's no like double dash too, which is kind of annoying. Maybe hopefully you earn that later, but
Get ready to fly.
huh. So yeah, that's your party mode. Okay. And once everyone's gathered, it automatically takes you, which is kind of nice. So, alright, now we have an enemy, so you guys will get to see how this party mode finally looks like. And you can tell he's a stronger player than me. I mean,
Get ready to fly.
look at that. And of course, they just joined because they were just trying, you know, take stuff. So that's just how it goes. Yay! We finally got S, which is great. Alright, so let's try 4. Of course, right guys? Always being tired. Alright, so I got a crude natural gem, or I could have gotten another necklace. Okay, so we have to search the catacombs for what? Okay, so let's
Either
talk to
help
this guy.
or step aside. I'm not going back until I find Rose.
Okay, so we have to find Rose. Now, where the heck is she? It says search the catacombs. There we go. Nope, that's... Oh, of course, they took us back to the village. Really smart, guys. And this is the reason why it gets kind of frustrating with co-op sometimes, is because they're expecting you to do things their way. Like, some players can be really selfish that way. But yeah, so that is the party mode right there. And yeah, so that's pretty much the party mode. So I'm gonna actually wrap this up because it's like really early in the morning. I have to get up for work and all that. But let me give you some food for thought. Well, first I'll start with how I feel about the game Dragon Nest. Would I play this game again? Absolutely not. This is probably the most atrocious game that I have ever played. Not only were, I mean, in this case, these gamers were kind of nice, but majority of the people were rude, as you could see. So I don't enjoy games where people are rude. I really don't. I enjoy playing games where I actually enjoy it, like Blade Runner or Dungeon Fighter, when people are not being jerks too. But that is to be expected when you play MMORPGs, or if you're just someone who, you know, you game online, do expect people to be rude to you. In this game, definitely graphically, the game is pretty decent. However, I would say the community sucks. Like, it's not a good community. You know, and then you have stuff like this, which is absolutely childish. You know, and it's absolutely childish, like doing stuff like that. So I just don't think, yeah, and see, I got kicked from the party. So stuff like that, you know. I just think that if you're gonna play this game, be prepared to get kicked out of a lot of parties, because people want to do things their way and not do it the way as a group would do. So with a lot of MMOs like this, that's the reason why I don't really care to play sometimes some co-op games, because people just want to be rude, and that takes away from the fun of the game. Now, if I could give Dragon Nest a rating, I would say it's average. Okay, and the reason why I say that is the graphics don't match up with the hype. The story is really good. That's exceptional. I really think that if Dragon Nest was the type of game that had a better community, and it had a little bit better graphics, I think that it would be taken in a better light. I mean, it's still good. I do like the freeform play where you can just, you know, go and beat up your enemies as you wish. So on the hack and slash part, that's a definite plus. But it's an average game. You know, it's just like what happened today with Echo of Soul. You know, I mean, that's embarrassing. I mean, seriously, come on, really? But let's get to food for thought about why I love submissive men today. At the end of the day, once again, being submissive does not mean that you give up your hopes and dreams and you just comply to everything that your partner says. No. Being submissive is being humble sometimes. It's sometimes trying something that you may not enjoy. So, for example, I hate football. I would never go to a football game, not my cup of tea. But if my husband or if my boyfriend like football, I will partake in joining him to watch the game, and thus maybe that might help me to learn something that I'm not familiar with, and it changes your perspective on things, you know? Just like how I would expect him to go to an anime convention with me if he didn't like anime. Because when you love somebody, you are willing to I would say when you love someone, you're willing to step and put your, I would say, put your nasty side aside for them. You know, and of course, in any relationship too, you're gonna see someone's good side and bad side, just like with friends too, you know. But I think overall, the most important thing is you want to be with someone that treats you right. And that's the reason why for me, I would rather be with someone who's a little bit more cooler, you know, and calmer, and someone that can help, you know, balance out my hyperactivity sometimes, you know, my energy that I have. But you know, overall, I would want to be with someone who is a man and not a boy, because there's plenty of these men out here that say they're gentlemen and they don't know what it means to be a gentleman. And that's another thing that's important for some of you guys out here to learn too, is that manners go a long way. Are there some women who want to be, you know, with someone ratchet? Of course. But I think overall, most decent women that are educated want to be with a man of high value. And that's the bottom line. Always be someone of high value. You will not believe how much people respect me and respect other women by respecting ourselves and also respecting others. It's always good. Your opinion may not necessarily be the best opinion. So I appreciate you guys sticking around for all the technical difficulties today. And of course, this is Dragon's Nest. If you want to try out the game, certainly do. But overall, I really did not enjoy it, and I am going to be getting rid of it as soon as I turn this stream off. I love each and every one of you. Thanks so much to the people who actually came in the chat. It really meant a lot to me that you guys would take the time to do that. And of course, it is me, Quita, aka Malaysian Quita, and